Are there certain specialties that when you're in the military you should focus on that would put you in a better position to become a firefighter later?
Yes, I would say, and I know Tim would speak to this too, anything that's probably customer facing, where you're interacting with different agencies and different people, just building that rapport, learning to have conversations with people you don't know and establish connections. EMS, if you can get your foot in an EMS window somewhere, like I know for me on the cutter, we have our battle operations and things like that. So I was able to simulate trauma and things like that if we were ever under attack or we had injuries on board. Hey, I'm on the trauma team or whatever, and that's just good exposure. It's not real life. You're not on the box. You're not on an ambulance or a squad or anything like that. But it's good just to get around the gear, just to get that exposure. You can go EMS in the military. There's different branches that have those available to you. But I would say anything EMS, anything customer facing that you're interacting with different agencies and people, and then opportunities where you get to operate under high stress. Mm-hmm. So if you're on some type of special ops, and working together as that team and having situational awareness of what's going on around you and where you work on that team, I think is good.
You talked earlier too about like soft skills, like learning how to read the room, turn taking, and yeah.
Yeah, and those are just life skills in general. I think coming into the military with that rank structure, understanding that, hey, when you come in, there's a ranking order, there's a structure, and the ranking structure is blatant. So when you come in, hey, like, your opinion will matter at some point, but today it doesn't. So come in, keep your head down, eyes open, mouth shut, and it's not a hazing thing. I think you have to understand that when you're coming into an agency or a different department. It's not that we don't want to hear what you have to say. Eventually we will get there, but you need to come and understand how this agency does things. So you take those cues and you learn more by not talking. Okay, oh, this is what they mean when they say that. This is what they mean when they do this. Okay, why did everyone jump up and do this? Oh, it's because we're gonna go train right now. Or you just learn the idiosyncrasies of your agency that you're getting hired at. So I think those are the soft skills that you pick up in the military. When you're on a boat, you're stuck there and you're working with a bunch of older people that have a lot more sea time than you, a lot more saltier than you, and know what they're doing. So that's your opportunity to just learn by being observant. And I think that's a great skill you can pick up while serving in the military if you're assigned somewhere. And then just turn taking again and learning that with time, your opinion will grow, your impact on the agency will grow, your responsibility will grow, and they'll start to trust you. But that doesn't happen overnight.
There was so much there to unpack about surviving the firehouse, right? Like all of those things that you talk about, like 100%. That's all firehouse survival stuff that you're learning, those soft skills, integrating with the team, all that stuff that transitions over directly. You know, if you talk to probably any serviceman or woman that has come through or a veteran that now works for the fire service, they're going to draw those lines, those comparables of the pecking order, if you will, or when it's your turn or when it's not your turn, all those things. Again, being that a recognition of where your space is, where your position is, or where you're the cog on the wheel. The other side of this that we're talking about is qualifications. So that experience, 100%, wherever you work, we're looking for the right person, but those survival skills, those firehouse survival skills are shored up with a military experience. There are, in all the branches, opportunities to get those EMT and paramedic certifications. Ask your recruiter about qualifications training. So for the United States Army, that would be 68 Whiskey or combat medic. For the Air Force, it's an aerospace medical technician. For the Navy, corpsmen, some corpsmen get EMT and paramedic license. Air Force also has PJs that they all go to paramedic school. It really is, you know, mining the field that you're given, you know, what resources are out there. And more as these military branches find value in the higher level of training, they're going to offer that higher level of training more and more and more. Combat medics that work for the National Guard on helicopters or critical care paramedics. So there's two sides of this coin. There's the qualifications that'll get you hired, and there's all the soft skills that will help you in the room for an interview, but they're also going to help you survive the fire station and have you and give you a much more maybe rewarding career or whatever. Maybe make it easier, make probation easier.
Yeah, a lot easier.
All that kind of stuff, but that's those soft skills. That's that life experience thing that can really help individuals out.